Guys, in this video I'm going to walk through some of the settings in the Super 16 app coming up. Yo guys, me Patrick Levar. So in this video again, I'm a big fan of Super 16 app. It is the easiest way to get the film look on your cell phone for your photos and for your video. So what I'm gonna do is gonna walk you through this little section here. I have a bigger guide which I went in depth for 1 hour of every single thing inside of this app. I show you all the presets, I go through every single setting and all of that very in depth. So right now I'm gonna show you guys just the basic settings that we have inside of the Super 16 app. Enough of my jibber jabber, let's take a look. First thing first here, what I want to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and let me put this down. I'm going to jump into the settings and let's take a look at some of the settings and options that we have here. We have a video editor, create a new base on a video. So basically every time you click this, it's basically going to bring you to your guide where you get where your photos will be downloaded or where they will be saved. So that's pretty much self-explanatory there. Note from future me, the video editor is actually where you import your import your video that you want to add a Super 16 style effect to. You can import it there, then export it back out, and that's where you would select your video, not guide or whatever I said. And then let's jump back in here again. Then we got image editor. Now the image editor is where you're going to basically pick your photos. And then for example, if I hit Adobe Light, it's going to say where I want my photo to come from that I'm going to import into the Super 16 app. Again, you can take photos with your stock camera, your standard app, or if you're in full edit mode, and then you can import them into Super 16 and then apply the filter on them and then save them out, export them back out, which I do quite often here. All right. And then from there, we also have the resolution. Now this is dependent on the device. Actually, it says resolution, high resolution, can slow down the frame rate when recording with real-time processing. We recommend you enable the deferred processing mode. So, what they mean by this is, right now you have all the effects on the film emulation, the grain, all that, the look basically. And when we're filming and recording like that, it's process, that's extra process on the processor. So for it to also record at 30 frames per second or 24 frames per second, it's struggling to try to maintain that because of all the processing that's going on. I noticed in this new updated version here, you can disable that. So record with deferred processing, meaning I can turn off all that processing stuff, just record the video, getting my maximum frame rate, and then after I hit stop, it goes and adds back all that processing stuff back on. So if you have a slower end device that doesn't, it's like, you know, it is struggling to try to record, this may help you here. Also, we have recording with HEVC codec, which is H quality. I think is almost pretty much the same as normal basically H.2.6 or normal codec. But I don't use this codec because I have issues trying to run this codec inside of DaVinci Resolve. It may be different for the Adobe Premiere. I'm not too sure, but I don't use this codec. I just keep it standard. I always constantly clean my phone off. I film stuff and then I download it to my computer to clean off my phone. So that is another thing. If you wanted to reduce your file size, you can use that. If you're still watching this video, let me know. I want to know all my diehard fans. In the comments, put in I love Super 16 if you guys are still with me. Smash that like button. Lock orientation basically locks it in full horizontal. Right now I'm in horizontal, but if I switch it like this, now it switches to portrait mode. So again, if I go back, it's back to horizontal. If I lock this here, boom, now it's always in horizontal. It does not switch to portrait mode. So if you're recording something like that, which is also a good thing, I use it all the time. So basically when I'm doing a landscape and I don't want it to switch, this is a good one to turn on. And then instructions for use, some basic information, knobs and buttons. And basically, it's like kind of like when you first log into the app, it's kind of like this general little intro that shows you how to operate the app and stuff like that. So that's basically it for the settings here. They're pretty self-explanatory. Let me go down here and see if anything else. Rate the app. They do have an Instagram page. I've checked it out. The guy rarely posts on there, so it's nothing like informational or any types of things that I can get any tips or tricks on how to use it, which I wish they had. but that's what you're coming to me for. So I'm trying to help you guys out. And send your images here. I guess you can kind of basically use the hashtag type of thing. Let's jump in here really quick. See, here's the page. And I think some really cool shots here, basically using the app here. So you can definitely take a look at that. I did forget to show you the resolutions that we can do. So as far as resolutions, we have 4K resolution, HD, 720, and 480p. I don't know why 480p is in there. I've never used 480p. I've used 720 a couple of times, not in this app, but other apps. But 480? At least give us 2K instead of the 480. But anyways, those are the resolutions that you can also do inside of here. And again, if I, let's see here. Let me quickly show you what happens when I disable, disable processing. When I record this, so if I hit now and I go ahead and record, you can see it's just recording just the basic image. There's nothing going on. Okay, so if I go ahead and hit stop, now what it's going to do, it's going to go back and start to add the processing back on, which you can see here is scrolling through, it's going through. It's going to go ahead and add that back on, which is just going to help your processor out on your phone, especially if you have a lower end phone. So let's let that do its magic. All right, so it's finished processing here, and then we can go ahead and basically play that back. Now it has all the full effects on here. So it basically, again, it helps out the processor if you have a lower end phone. Alright guys, so if you're really into this app and you want some more info, I have this video here which I walk through some more settings, a couple of the halations and the film looks that you can do inside of this Super 16 app. But if you want a really in-depth guide, I have a 1-hour guide course just on this app, which I walk through everything. I'll show you all 69 presets that they also have available and the settings that we can use to tweak them, and it's all for the price of a McDonald's cheeseburger meal. So hit the link down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Patrick Levar, keep filming. It's the only way you'll get better. Peace.